Hello, right, here we are with yet another of my fascinating Elite Dangerous videos, and the first thing that you may notice is that I've gone back to recording them at 30 frames per second. There's only one reason for it, and that is simply the file size. Last night I did a video and it only went on for about hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, something like that. And the file size was 27.5 gig. And I just thought, right, with YouTube's unreliable uploading system, combined with how long it would take even if it was working, I'm just not going to bother. So I didn't bother uploading it. And I've reverted back to 30 frames per second because yeah, it's just too fucking big. It takes too long to upload, and that's if the upload works in the first place. So I'll do the occasional 60 frames per second video, but they won't all be like that. It depends on how long the video is going to be. Now, before I go on any further, if you can hear some sort of monotonous thumping in the background, it's because some wanker who lives over the road from me is currently doing something to a car of theirs. It's a fucking right piece of shit, whatever it is. It's a 2002 Renault something or other. But he's decided that while he's doing that, the best thing to do is to piss off everybody in the area by having the radio on it so fucking loud that we just get this thumping going along, which has been going on for about the past 10 minutes. I have no idea if it's the same song or not, but it's this same monotonous thumping all the way through, and it makes me wish I had a shotgun. But I'll grin and bear it. Well, I'll try to grin and bear it. So with that in mind, on with the video proper. Now, I've had a couple of replies to previous videos that caught my attention. I'll deal with the second one a bit later on once I'm underway. But the first one, I can't remember who it was who wrote it. I wish I could, but it was in the first video I did that had some gameplay for ages. It was, you know, the first video I did after like 2 months. And in it he was saying, why do I have to, you know, read out all of my stats all the time? And then he went on to be a bit cuntish about it. He was saying, like, you know, we can read, you don't have to do it, just show it on the screen. And by posting that, he's basically shown that he is physically incapable of, you know, fast forwarding or skipping past bits that he doesn't want to see. So, you know, his complaint seems to be based on those grounds, that he is unable to skip past any bits. He has to watch the entire thing from start to finish. On top of that, he also stated, speaking on behalf of everybody, that people only watch my videos for one reason, and that's to listen to my ranting. So he's assuming on behalf of everybody that you are only here to listen to my ranting, which means that there are an awful lot of videos I've done that are surely more than a little disappointing, because although I am known for ranting quite a bit, I don't do it all the time. And there are a substantial number of videos where I don't do it at all. I can still complain about features in the game, justifiably, but that does not necessarily mean that I rant about them. So I decided, well, I'll take his criticisms on board, and okay, I will act on them. So here we go. Beginning with The ranks, the combat rank obviously still deadly, but you'll see that I'm now up to 24%, so I am improving. Trade rank obviously still entrepreneur, but again that's improving, that's gone up to 81% towards the next. Explorer rank is still, well, it has gone up just to 4%, obviously still ranger. Obviously all of these ranks are going to take a hell of a long time to go up, but I shall plug away. My balance is back up to 9 figures, 100,724,688. A fair chunk of that was done last night in the video that ended up getting deleted because I was trying to do something very specific, which I'll come to in a moment. Rebuy costs are at 17.3 million. They have been going up largely because I keep experimenting with loadouts, and that means that all the parts that I bought from, where was it, Lembava I think it's called. Let's just double check. Yeah, Lembava and Diaguandri. I sold them and then I've had to buy the parts back again, but obviously by doing that I've had to pay the full price. So that means my rebuy costs are going up. So I think if I do it too many more times, I'm going to end up taking another trip back to Lembava, get those costs back down again, and get a few extra credits back in the process. Now, reputations, you'll see that my reputation with the Federation has gone up to Allied again. So now I am once again allied with the Federation and Empire, although they are both showing the down arrows to indicate that it is going down, even though I have just been sitting here doing nothing. The ranks haven't changed with the Federation or the Empire, so I'm still Post Commander and Duke. I've been hanging around Seoul quite a bit, doing the usual donation missions. But it would appear that once you reach Post Commander, you have to do an awful lot before you can trigger a naval ascension mission. Either that, or because I have done it so many times in Seoul, and I am allied to every minor faction there, it may not be working in Seoul anymore. I may have to bugger off somewhere else and do it there. However, I have not done it in Achenar, the home of the Empire, or the seat of the Empire. So what I am probably going to do, there's no probably about it, what I am going to do is head to Achenar with a cargo hold full of the usual suspects as far as donation mission goes, and see if I can do the same thing there and try to improve my Imperial rank. I'm currently Duke, and I think there are only 2 more after that, Prince and then King. So if I can get those 2 done, I will be extremely pleased. So that's what I will be doing in this video anyway, so I've already told you that bit. Now, Alliance reputation is friendly. That's not likely to change anytime soon, although I did take a trip to Alliance space before I came out to Seoul, which I'll go into in a moment. Nothing really is showing the finance or system status, so let's go on to the big one then, the statistics. So, my current assets are at 562.4 million. If you add the exploration decked Diamondback Explorer that I've got back in Imperial space, that will go up to about 577 million. Credit spent on ships is at 439.8 million. Credit spent on outfitting is at 3,023 million. Credits spent on repairs is at 21.1 million. Credit spent on fuel at 1.9 million. Credit spent on munitions 1.2 million. Insurance claims is still at 2, with those costs being 9.7 million. I am amazed they have not gone up. I've had a few close calls lately, which if I remember I shall tell you about later on. Into combat. Bounties claimed has gone up quite a bit to 5,132, with the profit from bounties at 138,377,000. Combat bonds is at 3,200. Profits from those is at 43.6 million. Profits from assassinations has really gone up. It wasn't that long ago that I was saying how pleased I was to have passed 10 million. They are now at 15.5 million, and the high single reward has gone up as well, 756,009 credits. I don't know why they chose such a unusual amount, but those extra 9 credits was what swayed me. For 756,000 I thought, no, I won't bother. They added an extra 9, okay, I'll do it. That may not necessarily be true. Crime fines issued is at 79, with lifetime fines value at 9,400. 200 of that additional 400 since the last video came about as a result of me speeding, admittedly only just, and having a Type 9 ploughing right into me. While I was avoiding it, or trying to avoid it, it made no attempts to change its course whatsoever and went straight into me. And he is now the second Type 9 in the space of 24 hours to have done that, and so my hatred of Type 9s has grown even further. So if I ever find a wanted Type 9, I don't care what other ships are in the area or how many of those ships in the area are firing on me, the Type 9 becomes priority 1 target every single time. Anyway, the crime logging seems to have been tweaked to an extent that it may actually be working now, because it's now showing bounties claimed against me, which is currently only 1, which was 200 credits, and that was in DSO when I went to Alliance Space. You may have also noticed that I am no longer pledged to anyone, and the reason I'm not is because, okay, while you are pledged to somebody, you get an extra 1,000 credits per week for doing fuck all, so it could be worth it. And if you're staying in or within the area of whoever you're pledged to, then you could find yourself being interdicted by enemy agents. So taking them out will give you additional bounties, though usually only around 400, but nevertheless it is additional bounties, and additional kill count towards your combat rank. However, if you decide to go rather further afield, i.e. if you are pledged to someone in the Empire and then decide you're going to go to Alliance Space like I did, if they then interdict you there, they still stay as clean even while they're firing on you. And if you fire on them, you get a fine. In fact, you get a bounty, not just a fine, which is what happened to me. That's where that 200 credit bounty came from. And it meant that I was wanted in DSO for all of 10 minutes. So I had to bugger off, wait for that to expire, then come back to DSO, pay it off, and then do what I came there for, which was to get DSO Mark on, because I thought, rather stupidly, that it was still being offered in 50-ton batches. Oh no, it isn't. It's now gone down to 4, or at least that's how many was there when I showed up. So it was a complete waste of time. Still, at least I now know that the bounties claimed thing is working in the statistics. Smuggling hasn't changed one bit. I still haven't done any for ages. So black market network at 3, black market profit of 189,841, commodities smuggled 377, average profit is 8,629, and the highest single transaction of 86,400. Now trading, I've been doing some, not a vast amount. So market network is up to 180. Trading profit is at 329.4 million. Commodities traded 371,796. Average profit 159,298. So that is steadily going down, although 159,000 is still a pretty healthy average profit. Highest single transaction is still 1,059,712. I don't see that changing at all. Mining, profits from mining, well, I haven't done any mining for a while, so it hasn't changed. Profits from mining at 26,731, with fragments mined, or tons of fragments mined, at 43. Exploration systems visited is at 1,935. Profits from exploration is at 18.9 million. Level 2 detailed scans is at 608, and level 3 detailed scans at 3,381. Now, as you know, I've got my exploration ship waiting for me in Imperial space, and two of the reasons that I want to do an exploration trip is that I'm only 65 systems away from 2,000, which I wouldn't mind getting, and I am just under 1.1 million from reaching 20 million in profits from exploration, which I'm also quite keen to get. So that's why I want to do an exploration run, and I've been given a few decent suggestions, so I will probably get underway on that fairly soon, actually, especially as I am going to be heading back to Imperial space. So yeah, that exploration trip could be starting fairly soon. Now, permits, there is a change. I now have 13 of them. We have Sol, Hors, Beta Hydri, Van Marnenstar, Summerland, Facheche, Achenar, PLX 695, Exmure, Ross 128, and the next one is the new one. I finally got the Sirius system permit, and then Alios and Vega. So that's my statistics, and if you haven't figured out how to fast forward, then you've been listening to an awful lot of them. Now, I am currently in the Sirius system, and in fact there is now a minor change when you get a system permit. As with before, you accept a mission and it says to you to go to blah 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 station within that particular system, but this time it appears in your transactions. It does come up as a mission, so you go there, you check the bulletin board, and it comes up as a mission to be completed. Now, for some weird reason, when you click on it on the bulletin board, your two options are decline as always and give cargo, even though you're not actually taking any cargo. You've just been told to go there. It also says that they will pay you an amount on arrival. It's a piss-ass little amount. It's 5,500. But when I finished the mission, it didn't give it to me. Now, the fact it's only 5,500 means I couldn't give a toss, but nevertheless, it doesn't seem to be working. There's a surprise. A feature in Elite Dangerous that isn't working. Who'd have thought it? Now, before I head to Imperial space, I need to stock up on my usual suspects cargo wise to give away. Now, Altarian skin is not one of those usual suspects. That's a load of rares, but when I docked in Altair and saw that they had 26 tons of it ready for me to buy, I said thank you very much, I will have that lot. Just 26 is by far the most I've seen of that in one go. But food cartridges are among those that you can donate. So I picked up 21 tons of those. I'll be picking up 21 tons of each one. So my next destination is the Duamta system. and the reason I'm going there is because of Davis Terminal, which is agricultural. They will have plenty of the next load that I will need. In fact, while I'm doing that, I'm sure this place has some of the others that you need. Yes, medicines. I mean, their price for basic medicines isn't fantastic, but you know, it's not like I can't afford it. So we'll take 21 tons of these. Right, so that's 2 of the usual suspects. Right, let's head to Dwonta.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Oh, how typical. It's on the other side of the fucking planet.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right, so as we start to crawl past the planet so we can actually see where we want to hyperspace to.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, and believe me, there is absolutely fuck all that serious, so getting the permit is not exactly important. I just went after it to give myself something to do. Now, as I said near the start of this video, that complaint about me reading out my stats wasn't the only comment that I got lately that I thought was worthy of pointing out. The other one was made on the first webcam video that I did about Horizons.
Disengaged.
And what it basically consisted of, again I can't remember who wrote it, but I mean, like the previous one I mentioned, I haven't deleted it, so it should still be there unless the original poster has deleted it themselves. They were saying that my statement that the you know, argument about the price is bullshit is wrong, and they went on to angrily insist, I am not going to pay twice for a half-finished featureless game, blah de fucking blah. Now, for one thing, I did 2 videos pointing out the fact that the price that I'm saying is not bullshit is in regards to the complaint everyone's making that people buying Horizons will be getting both Horizons and the original Elite Dangerous, whereas people who have bought Elite Dangerous already then have to shell out again for Horizons. That's what I was saying, and I stand by it. It's been done a million times before, and yet it's always a success, so shut up whinging. But in the second video I did about Horizons, I ended up, you know, pointing out a solution that was so fucking obvious that I didn't think it needed pointing out, which is why I didn't mention it in the first one. And yet not only did it need pointing out, it would appear that because of people like this, it needs pointing out again. Now, I am not someone who will, you know, praise and stand up for Frontier Developments. I believe they are a bunch of fucking con artists, and they have constantly lied about what's going to be coming in the game, or features that are going to be in the game, and then it turns out they're not, and blah-de fucking blah. However, there is one thing that Frontier Developments do, or rather don't do, which seems to almost go against the impression that a lot of these people have regarding Horizons. And the weird thing is, not only do Frontier Developments not do it, I'm not aware of any other gaming developer who does it either. And that is, they don't hold a gun to your head saying you're going to buy this whether you fucking want to or not. If you don't like the original Elite Dangerous and believe, quite rightly, that it is unfinished and has a load of bugs in it and a load of features that were supposed to be in it but aren't,
Docking successful.
don't buy the fucking expansion then. Why do so many people seem to have such difficulty understanding that concept? If you don't want it, if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. I mean, I say, you know, it's not rocket science, but I'm starting to wonder, you know, perhaps it is rocket science, perhaps it is so complicated and such a difficult, you know, concept to understand that these people, you know, just are incapable of realising, oh, you know what, oh, I don't need to buy it. Anyway, buying in a load of the other usual suspects, which is loads of the different food commodities. Now, for fuck's sake, I will get that timed right once. Not that time though. Alright, last one. Of course the tea would be the most expensive one. There you go, I did time that one. Right, so I have 41 tons left. And I have 2 more to get. But I can't get them here because one is agri-medicines. This place doesn't sell them, and if they did, they would be selling at a hugely inflated price. And the other is, well, non-lethal weapons, although reactive armour could also be worth getting. The thing is, reactive armour is usually over 2,000, and I'm a bit reluctant to give away something that costs me more than 2,000 per ton. Sometimes they also want performance enhancers, but at over 7,000 the galactic average, they can fucking go whistle if they think I'm going to give them away. And I have even seen progenitor cells requested, again over 7,000, so again they can go fuck themselves if they think I'm going to give them any of that. So let's check the galaxy map and see. Firstly, medicines, anywhere that's nowhere, don't give me that bullshit, somewhere is going to do, fucking, there we go. Oh, looks like Greenbridge 34 is one. Now that's very handy because I have also got a feeling that Greenbridge 34, yes, also exports the yeah, non-lethal weapons and reactive armour, so that's handy. Get them all in one place. Right, off we go.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Make sure you have authorization before entering the docking bay.
Greenbridge 34, it must be right on the limit of my range. But I haven't got a full cargo hold, so I may just about be able to do it.
Frameshift
Yes, I can.
charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
At least that cunt has switched off his radio.
Fuel scooping.
Alright, this could take a while fuel scooping this lot, as I can only fuel scoop at a maximum of 577 per second. So the heat is certainly going to go up, as it already is, but I've almost filled it.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fucking hell, I didn't fill it. Where's the fucking sun? I want to finish fuel scooping. Alright, here it comes.
Fuel scooping.
There we go.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Come on, delayed and online again. Bloody hell. Twice in a week. Must be something going on there. Now once I've got these,
Docking request granted.
it's then off to Achenar. I have a feeling there isn't going to be anything exciting happening on that journey, so what I will probably end up doing is pausing it, and I'll restart it once I'm in Achenar itself. 'Cause I'm not even sure if there are going to be any unexplored systems on the way. I've crossed, you know, from Federation space to Imperial space and back again so many times that I can't believe there are any, you know, systems along the routes that I've not been to before. 'Cause I always take the same fucking route all the time. So I will be amazed, though pleasantly surprised, if there are
Landing gear
any.
deployed.
Ever so slightly overshot that.
Docking
Okay.
successful. Engines disengaged.
Right, there's no point checking the bulletin board. Yes, there is. You never know. There might be a naval ascension mission. I highly doubt it, but you never know. No, there isn't. They want 12,000. Fuck off. I can't, I'm not giving that much away. I need all my credits. I've only got 100,620,822 left. Right. They don't ask for synthetic meat all that often, so no, I'm not going to bother getting those. Right, agri-medicines. Grab 21 tons of them. That leaves me with 20 tons left to get the non-lethal weapons. There we go. Right, so that is a cargo hold full of the usual suspects plus the Altarian skin rares. Good. Right, now let's see how far it is to Achenar from here. It shouldn't be too bad. Uh, 142.45. Yeah, that's nothing. Let's see which station I will be landing at. That's 28.8, 835, 857. Okay, so right, Doors Hub then, which orbits Capital. So how many jumps is that? Fucking hell, it's more than I thought. It's 12 of the fucking things. So I will pause this here. And we shall be back when I am in Achenar. So see you in a bit. Right, back again. And as you can see from my fuel level, I am in a bit of stuck. The last 4 systems that I've flown through have all been brown dwarfs, but this next one, which does not look like it's called Mammogram, does actually have a red dwarf. I should be able to fuel scoop from it. Put it this way, I fucking better, or I am in some real trouble. But I checked the galaxy map, this one should be okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And also, forget what I said about I won't be passing through any unknown systems. So far, every system I pass through is unknown. So, some more news on the return of elite bastards. So, right, well, I'm going to be fuel scooping for a fucking long old while, so I shall be back. This time I will be back when I'm in Achenar, hopefully. Right, here we are in Achenar and approaching an unidentified signal source, just to give myself something to do. Now to get here I have now reached 1,944 systems visited. So now I only need 56 to reach 2,000. And 56,000 in credits will get me past 19 million in profits. doubt I've made 56,000. Would be nice, but I think it's unlikely. Now this unidentified signal source better be worth it, because it takes long enough to reach any of the docking stations in Achenar without making detours like this. Well, there's a few ships in the area.
Target shields offline. Scan detected.
Oops, well he is
Target
wanted.
shields offline.
It's not who's scanning me, but it just means that hopefully there'll be another one. Alright. One of them likes the look of my cargo. He's down. Well, he's come.
Scan detected.
There's a fair few who are scanning me, so obviously they want something that I've got. I do have no shortage of cargo.
Target shields online. Target shields offline. Under attack.
Yeah, to say none of them were particularly challenging is a masterpiece of understatement.
Target
No wonder
destroyed.
they didn't pay me next to fuck all. See who this last ship is. This one probably isn't a wanted, but yeah, he's only a hauler. I doubt he'll be wanted. Alright, doors hub then. Let's carry on going. Get out of the fucking way.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right, so only a mere 17,000 light seconds still to go. How much did I make from those? Just over 10 grand. Wow. So what's that done to my combat figures? Now up to 5,136. I suppose it will do. Having to slow down while you're still, well, nearly 2,000 light seconds away would suggest that I had picked up a fair bit of speed. That's what I saw. Achenar 6 doesn't actually have any extraction sites. I thought it would have done. I guess The Imperial seat of power mining is a bit beneath them. I may be very much on the side of the Imperial faction, but there is no getting away from the fact that they are a bunch of poncy ass fucking we are so full of ourselves fucking pricks. I mean, they're not the worst for it. I mean, they're not like, you know, Bono level, so they are at least tolerable. Signal source not worth going there.
Request granted.
Now, the trouble is, this is where the really boring stuff starts, because now I've got to hang around waiting for all of the right donation missions to come along, just in the hope that eventually, if I do enough of them, I will then be able to get the naval ascension mission. By my standards, that was an extremely smooth entrance.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right, let's first of all see if I need to do any integrity repairs. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case. Might as well do the paintwork and all. Alright, let's sell the old universal cartography data. 57,525 for that page. I think that means I've now passed 19 million. Only just. Yeah, there you go, 19,002,085. So, yep, only just. Right, next is to sell my rares. 26 tons of Voltarian skin, which is selling at 15,952 per ton. So I am making a profit of 15,194 per ton. That's not a bad profit margin. 395,044 for selling that lot. So we're up to 101 million. Now, this place has no demand for algae, and I would be selling it at a loss if I sold it here, but everything else I think I'm going to be making a profit if I sold it here, apart from maybe food, no, even food cartridges. So if I get bored with waiting for the donation missions, at least I know I can sell everything for a profit in the foods. Agri-medicines, no, I'll make a loss there. Basic medicines, I will make a profit. Non-lethal weapons, well, I will make a profit, but it's a pathetically small one. 80 per ton. So But no, not even that. 70 per tonne. So, well, I'll make a profit on everything if, you know, I'll get bored with waiting for the right donation missions to come along. Let's see what we've got. Well, let's go into somewhere else in Achenar. I'm not the greatest when it comes to smuggling, but I've done a few and I've done okay. Proactive combat missions in Liabeze. 12 pirates. What's Liabeze like? Let's take a look. Firstly, I've got to find it. There it is. Now, I've been here plenty of times, but I can't remember if it has any... well, it has some gas giants. Depleted reserves. That doesn't necessarily mean that there aren't any extraction sites. So that has potential. And I've got a day to do it in, so... Charity begins at Achenar. What, so because there's only 10 minutes left, it's not going to let me just accept it and then straight away donate it? What fucking bollocks is that? Food needed in Achenar, algae. There you go. And I would have made a loss on that, so it's actually better for me to give it away than to sell it. Okay, that's the one that it wouldn't let me do it. Look at this one, 2,192,000 if I was elite. And then 1 million for that one. Mind you, that's for traders, so I wouldn't have done it. Anyway, let's give away that one. Right, so we're on our way. Right, now it takes fucking ages for me to do all this farting about with, you know, choosing which, donation missions to do and to try and find them and all that other stuff. So, I shall stop this here, and this might be the end of this video. The next part will consist of me doing the actual naval ascension mission, assuming I even get it. So there you go, that video is about as interesting as watching paint dry, but nevertheless I might put it up anyway. So in the meantime, this is Commander Liabeze saying go away. Alright, back again, and you may remember there was a mission in Achenar to deal with pirates in Liabeze. Well, I've taken it and I found a system, or found a planet that does have a ring system, or at least it's supposed to have a ring system, and it has low and high intensity resource extraction sites. But look, where is the ring system? I can't see it. I don't know if this is a fuck up or what, because I've just come from a low intensity extraction site. I thought I would go there because the last time I went to a high intensity one with a load of cargo like I am now, I was almost destroyed. But the low intensity player extraction site had absolutely fuck all there. And when I say it had fuck all there, let's see, I've got 5, so I need another 7. But when I say it had fuck all there, I mean it had fuck all there. As in, there wasn't even any sign of any of the fucking asteroids that you are supposed to be mining. And this does not look like it's going to be any different. Indeed, it is no different. So here I am, really a long fucking way out, because of the angle that I approached it. but I've got no way of finding, you know, what way to approach this extraction site, because there are no rings here to be able to determine where you're meant to be going. And even when you are flying right the way through this, these extraction sites, there is no sign of any large boulders. There are tiny little ones which, you know, bounce off your shield, so you can boost right through this high intensity resource extraction site and you will not hit a single rock. So when it says resources depleted in the system map here, they ain't joking. Not only are the resources depleted, the entire fucking extraction site is depleted. This is going to take me a fucking age to get there, because I've come out at such a or come in at such a stupid angle. Let's see if I can do something about it this way.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Now once again we see another fucking bollocks up here. All of those ships have just appeared right in front of me. Usually they appear right behind me, but I'm travelling so slowly that this time it's right in front of me. So every ship in the system miraculously appears out of supercruise right in front of you. I've got no way of actually getting to that one, so fuck it. Because the place is so fucking, well, because you cannot see any sign of the supposed ring system, you got no way of knowing
Target shields
how
offline.
far away or how close you are to either of them. Fuckers clean. So this well, this planet anyway is bollocks. What the fucking hell are you supposed to do here? This unidentified signal source looks like being a complete waste of time. Third ship is dead ahead, but I suspect he's going to be clean just as everybody else was. There he is, hauler. He's clean, so that was a complete waste of time. So where's this other resource extraction site? It's over there.
Scan detected.
I'm going to be travelling almost completely parallel to it, so if and when I
Frameshift drive charging.
arrive there,
4,
I'll carry on
2,
going in a straight line towards it. It will be, well, I'll be coming out of hyperspace or supercruise fucking ridiculously far away from it again. Once again, all of the ships that are travelling in supercruise, all of that lot, all appeared right behind me. Now, if I could see the fucking ring system, I would be wondering, well, there is a possibility that I might be approaching this the right way. Let's give it a go. But if this doesn't work, then I'm going to try the next planet, because this is fucking bullshit. Alright, well that's better. But as you can see, no sign of any rings. Now this is a high intensity one. I've no idea if that's going to make any difference when you know, there is no sign of any mineable bloody asteroids or whatever you want to call them. Well, it's a target anyway.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Under attack. Target shields.
And the other thing is, once you become mass locked, and believe it or not, you do become mass locked, you've then not got a great deal of hope of actually finding your way out again.
Target destroyed. Frameshift charge detected.
Well, that's assuming he was going to... okay, he's clean anyway. But yeah, here I am in a high intensity resource extraction site. There were a few ships here, but I've destroyed the one pirate I've seen, all the rest have buggered off. And there is absolutely fuck all else here, including asteroids. That looks promising, mate. I can at least try and get one more pirate. There's a fair few ships there. Chances are only one of them's going to be wanted. I'm at the point now where I don't care what ships they are, just as long as I can get them and get this fucking mission over and done with, because this is fucking bullshit. Him down.
Target destroyed.
About you. Viper. Wanted.
Target shields offline.
That's him down.
Target destroyed.
Right, who else have we got here? What about you? Well, he's wanted, but not a target.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
What about you? Alright, he is a mission target.
Target shields offline.
Alright, that's him down.
Target destroyed.
Who's next? Ada, what are you all about? Mission target, and he's deadly, so that'll help with the ranking as well. So definitely have a bit of you.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
That's him down. Right.
Target
What
destroyed.
about this cunt? Again, wanted, but not as a mission target. We'll take him out anyway.
Target shields offline.
He's fucking running away, I think. Oh, fuck off. Okay, there you go, right, he's down.
Target destroyed.
Didn't make much for him. Right, what about you? And mission target, right. And deadly again, so even though he's only a pissant sidewinder, it will help with the ranking.
Target shields offline.
So I'm not really fussed about the credits, it's the ranking, and in this case the
Target destroyed.
and this one. Okay, he's clean. All the rest of the area are friendlies.
Under attack. Frameshift charge detected.
Right, how many have I taken out now? I must be pretty close to doing it. Oh, I need one more. Okay. There was one that was just in range. Now, did he frame shift out of here? So I think this might be that. Yeah, it's the same as what I saw earlier. What about this bastard? That's what I'm looking at. Yes, right. Come on, don't you dare try and fucking run.
Scan detected. Under attack.
Man is interested in me as well. Right, there we go. That's him down. Mission completed.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
I did see the gunfight in the background, but this whole area is just fucking ridiculous. So
Target destroyed.
I'm getting out of here. Let's go back to wherever I need to go. Achenar. Actually, I need to dock first. So my first port of call is Liabeze Beacon, who no doubt will want me to donate yet more stuff because I have donated tons of stuff towards this lot.
4, 3, 2.
I donated far more in Liabeze Beacon than I did in, well, than I have in Achenar so far. But what a fucking ridiculous resource extraction site. There are no, you know, well, there isn't a ring system to speak of. So you can boost around as you saw me doing with no worries because there is nothing there that you can accidentally hit. That's just ridiculous. Now I remember gold used to be very cheap here in Liabeze, so I'm wondering if it will be worth picking it up. They will buy gold in Achenar. They don't pay a great price for it, but surely I'll make a profit if they're selling it at the same price here that they used to. It used to be about 8,700 and something, which was ludicrously cheap. It still is ludicrously cheap. course, once I go back to Achenar, I've got another 20,000 light second journey just to fucking dock again. That is the real pain in the arse with leaving that system. You've got a hell of a long way to go when you go back in there again.
Request granted. Landing gear deployed.
This facility operates under imperial jurisdiction. Are available.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Don't remember actually doing anything that's required reloading. And do I have any repairs? No. Munitions. I should have actually checked to see what those munitions were. Oh well. Oh, what a surprise, they all want handouts. See, progenitor cells. I'm not going to give away 12 tons of progenitor cells, that's over 84,000. And they want performance enhancers. Right, what food do they want? Coffee. I think I've got 14 tons of that left. Yep, just. Right, well I'll see what else they want. They want food as well, fruit and veg. I only want 2. Right, I'll do that one. I'll do that one. Now, how much do they want? 9 grand. They want 13 grand. Fuck it. I'm giving them enough with these, so. So 143,833 made there. And then I have to still go back to Achenar to complete that mission. Once I finish stubbing my fag out. So that's what I shall do. Fuck it, do it on the galaxy map. Alright, I think that is everything.
Welcome to Radio Sovereign Territory. We look forward to serving your requests. Thank you, and
Well, it'll take me up to 16 million in the old profits from assassination, so it won't be too bad. Anyway, this is a long old one, a long old trip, so I will pause it here. I don't know if this will be the end of this video. I've already once said that it was the end of the video, and now this bit's been tacked on the end of that, so well, it's either the end of the video or it isn't, one of those two. I managed to work that out all by myself. So well, you can check by how long there is to go in this vid. Either way, I shall pause it now and I shall be back at some point. Right, how many of you spotted that I forgot to buy the gold that I was supposed to be getting when I was here? Especially as I've now cleared even more space in my cargo hold. Well, however many of you there were, it's more than I managed. So, I can get 73 tons. That's not bad. So, right, now, let's just make sure it's still targeted. Yep, right, now we're going to Achenar.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
And that means that now I can pause the video again and say I'll be back at some point. Right. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. But unlike the singer of Muse, I'm able to say that without sounding like I'm suffering from chronic emphysema. And this is coming from somebody who's a 40-a-day smoker, so it makes you wonder just what the fuck is wrong with that cunt. Anyway, enough of that verbal diarrhea. I'm still doing missions from Achenar, but I'm not sure how much longer I'll be doing them. Because there is a system close by that may suit my needs better. As it is, I'm currently in Liabeze doing another pirate mission. This time I only need to take 4 of them out, so it should be easy. Oh, but the fact that it is in Liabeze means I've got to return to the old invisible ring system here around Liabeze 4. And hope that there will be some ships here. I've already checked out an unidentified signal source. There were 4 ships there and every single one of them was clean, so that was a fucking waste of time. So we shall go on to this place. I mean, as I say, only needing to take out 4 ships, it shouldn't take long at all. Pretty close to it. There are already some ships showing on the, or some signals rather, showing on the scanner. Let's see what we got. Well, Imperial Courier is very promising.
Power plant capacity
Oh no, it isn't,
exceeded.
because I'm not in Federation space anymore. As it is, he's promising anyway, so, right, first one is on his way. and he's in the wing, so those other two ships will be valid targets.
Under attack.
One of them has already opened fire.
Target shields offline.
In fact, both of them have. This fucker will take a long time for his shields to come down. Thankfully his hull is practically made of paper, so
Target destroyed.
that's no problem. The Sidewinder is about to realise that opening fire on me wasn't a great idea. That's him done.
Target
Now,
destroyed.
what about this other cunt here?
Under attack.
He looks like another Sidewinder. Here's another Sidewinder.
Target shields offline.
Well, he will be as effective as the previous one. There we go. So that's 3 of the 4 taken care of
Target
already,
destroyed.
which is handy. Now comes the waiting part. I'm trying to stub my fag out, that's why I'm not really moving. Right, let's head closer to this high intensity resource extraction site where there is absolutely fuck all. Surely this must be a bug. Why would there still be 2 high intensity resource extraction sites around a system that has had its resources exhausted so much that the ring system itself has disappeared? Yep. And there's 2 of them, so I'll take out the other ship as well, just for the hell of it. Right, here we go.
Target shields offline. Scan detected.
Right, let's send down. This cunt was in the wing with him. Hopefully he'll be wanted. That's mission completed. He is wanted, but he's a smuggler. Now I've got another couple of ships in the area who have been scanning me.
Scan detected.
Alright, there we go.
Target destroyed.
Alright, now, first this cunt, the Cobra Mark III. Well, that's not too bad. I'll get more credits for him than I did for any of those fucking Eagles and
Target shields offline.
these Sidewinders.
Under attack.
Sounds like, yeah, I've got some cunt firing a fucking,
Target destroyed.
it's not him though, surely. 'Cause he's firing either rail guns or plasma accelerators or something. Surely an Eagle hasn't got fucking railguns fitted. Either that or the bloke has a fucking death wish, because he wouldn't be able to do anything. Fire a couple of those and then suddenly boss, he's got, you know, his heat levels off the fucking scale. Ah, you fucker. I like taking out deadlies and elites because they really help with my rank progression, but it doesn't matter what ship they're in. As it is, we've done this one. So not a huge amount of bounties to collect, 115,000 plus the 199,000 there, so it's, well, it'll do. Right, let's dock back here at Lyolka Beacon then. Now I've got the tough bit though, I've got to try and get out of Maslock, and of course I don't have much of an idea of what direction to go in to actually get away from Maslock, because you can't see the fucking ring system that's causing you to be Maslocked. So you can end up fucking boosting away for fuck knows how long before finally getting out of there. As it is, I am now out of there. Loads of those ships I probably wanted, but I can't be asked.
Cannot
yeah,
comply.
that would help. Alright, let's piss
Frameshift
off.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So that's brought the number of ships that I have destroyed to 5,163, at least in terms of bounties. Total of 8,363. I did not think that when I started playing this game back in December that at some point I would end up with over 8,000 kills. Now I do obviously have to go back to Achenar to cash in that mission, claim that, well, just under 200,000 bounty. It won't get me off 16 million from assassinations, but it'll be a nice boost towards it. And I'll see if they have any more blah blah blah, what do you fucking call them, donation missions. But I won't do any more oh fucking hell, I haven't got my head on properly today. I won't do any more of these like pirates or bounty hunting missions. I'm going to try this other system out. Now it wasn't me who actually came up with the idea of going this other system. I'm sure it will surprise absolutely none of you that it was Commander Ripperjack who mentioned it. Especially as his name seems to crop up in my videos more often than my own does. But he was telling me that there was a system nearby that has multiple stations, docking stations, which it certainly does. It has 8 of the fucking things. The trouble is 4 of them are outposts, so I can't use those, but nevertheless there are 4 stations that I can. And no surprise, they are all significantly closer to the system entry point than any of the docking stations in Achenar, which are all 20,000 plus light seconds away. And on top of that, every faction in the system are aligned with the Empire, so no matter which missions I do, it will or should count towards me getting the next naval rank progression mission. However, after telling me all this, he then couldn't find it, and he was getting quite frustrated going around the map trying to find it. The only thing he could remember is that it was fairly near Nehet, and well, of course Nehet is pretty close to Achenar. Which meant my first guess was completely wrong, because at first when he said, oh, there's a better system of Achenar to go to, I thought it was going to be here. I thought he was talking about Liabeze, because when you dock here, every single mission is a donation mission. But he was like, no, it's definitely not Liabeze. And he thinks he found it. And well, he's certainly right in that it does have 8 landing docking stations. I'll say 4 of them are outposts. All but one of the factions are aligned to the Empire. There is one that is an independent. So I just need to make sure that I don't
Docking request granted.
you know, do missions for them. And also, it turns out it's a system I've been to several times already, because there was some community event, if you remember those things, because they seem to have disappeared off the face of the earth. But there was a community event I was doing where I was having to bring in cargo to some fucking system or other. I can't remember which one it was now. But this system that Ripperjack was saying or telling me about was actually the system that I would keep going to because they had the commodities that I needed to bring in for this community event.
Landing gear deployed.
Pilots are cordially reminded to observe facility traffic regulations and avoid obstructing the area.
Getting there.
Docking
Here we go.
successful. Engines disengaged.
Right, let's just check. No more integrity repairs needed. Bulletin board. Okay, well it would have been all. Let's just see which. Hello. Okay, so as long as it's not future of Liabeze, I can do it. And they want 9 coffee. I don't think I've got 9 coffee left because I did. Yeah, I've only got 4. So no, bollocks to you. They want non-lethal weapons, which I do have. Right, so I'll do that one. There we go. Right, so 115,880. Take that. Go to commodities market and buy some more gold, seeing as it's only 8,748. I mean, Achenar's buying in price for gold is pathetic. It's like, it's 9,100 and something. So it's like, you know, ridiculously low, but I'm still making a profit on it, so fuck it, I may as well do it. So anyway, before I head back to Achenar to get that bounty hunting mission done, the system that he was saying or telling me about is Chem. And this is why. So the first docking station is only 80 light seconds away, and the furthest docking station is 698 light seconds away, so much easier to get to. And if you go through the factions, Empire. So the only one that isn't is the Chem Purple Council, which is an independent. So it definitely has. So I forgot to set my destination. It definitely has potential. So I think I shall head in that direction. Once I've gone through this fucking nigh on 21,000 light second journey just to get another just under 200,000. So I'm not doing it for the credits anymore. I mean, there are plenty of players out there who have far more credits than me, but the bottom line is I've got a fully upgraded Anaconda. Well, if you don't include, you know, bulkheads upgrade. I've also got a Diamondback Explorer, which is fully set for exploration, and I still have over 101 million credits in my balance. Where's it at now? 101.2. That's despite the fact that I've got a fucking cargo hold full of gold. At least half full of gold. So
Scan detected.
yeah, credits are not an issue, and they are not a priority in anything I do. The only time I will take a mission of any kind based on its payout is if it's going to result in, you know, an increase in, like, say, my high single reward from assassination, or, you know, might increase my high single transaction, although there are no missions that will do that. Yeah, so yeah, in fact the only time I'll take a mission based on payout is if it's the highest single reward from assassination, and that's it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm still setting myself goals, and I'm 99.9% sure that at some point today, whether I get my new Imperial Naval rank or not,
Fuel skipping.
I will get my exploration mission underway.
Fuel scooping complete.
I still haven't decided on a target. It is literally, I think, going to be a spur of the moment thing. And I'll just say, oh fuck it, I'll go there.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, anyway, there is an almighty long time, which seems like an almighty long time, as far as the journey from here to the actual docking station itself goes. So we'll pause it here and we'll be back when there's something to come back to. Right, here I am fuel scooping in Chem, and you may see that there is another good old Elite Dangerous fuck up. Indeed, I'm doing this particular part of the video just to show that
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I did receive the message from Life School Amiga, but I can't reply to it because according to this, he's not online. So if you are watching this, I'm not ignoring you, and it is somewhat early for me. I was able to get everything I needed to do done rather quickly today, but I can't reply to him because good old Frontier Developments, the chat tab and what have you, is clearly still fucked up. What a shock. So he is definitely still online. But where the fuck is it? It's showing I can't fucking reply to him. And that is pissing me off. So I'm trying to arrange something with him so that he wants to do a wing, a combat wing, which I am all in favour of. But it's showing that he's not there. Even though he's fucking sending me messages. So right, I've now got to try and sort out what the fuck is going on there. So well, we'll dock here and I'll get that sorted out. In the meantime, more when it happens. Right, this has the potential to well, either be pretty lucrative or pretty shit. Here I am in Mietzdog in Chemies, and my next destination is Vequest. Now Vequest doesn't have a lot in it. In fact, it only has one planet and an asteroid belt. It has 2 docking stations. So I'm hoping, as you can see from this little lot, that it will have a nav beacon, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts to destroy pirates, all in Vequest. This one is for 7, which will pay me 312,000. This one for 2 pays 24,000. This one for 4 pays 95,000. This one is also for 4 but pays 225,000. And finally the big one, this one is for 9 and that will pay me 497,000. Now that will certainly make a big difference in my what do you fucking call it? Profits from assassinations. I'll definitely be into the 17 millions then. And it will also make a big difference to my reputation in this system, which is already pretty good. I'm already allied with just about everybody, but well, let's see what difference this makes.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Of course, all those missions are being done concurrently, so I only have to take out 9 pirates and I'll have done all of them. So it can't be bad. Now, I was also finally able to reply to Life School Amiga, but I'm wondering if now he's having the problem I did, because he went a bit quiet. Either that or he's just getting over the shock that I was able to reply to him. But yeah, see, he's now showing online. So now hanging around the
Frameshift drive charging.
nav beacon is very boring, and hanging around there waiting for 9 pirates to show up is exceptionally boring.
4, 3, 2.
So again, I'll pause this here and I'll rejoin it when I've only got like a couple more to get. Right, I've not been here that long actually, but I've taken out 8, which means I just have 1 more to get. I've already completed several of the missions that I need to do. An elite Imperial Courier would have been a fucking brilliant one. Anyway, maybe that firefight that was going on, I can't remember where it was, is still going on. All I've got to do is find it. Okay, I can't find it. So at the moment there is no one else around, and as you can see I only need 1 more, but these 4 here I've already finished. Oh, further lance. That would be a great one if he's wanted. Fucker, where's that vulture? That vulture is leaving in a hell of a hurry, which I think he's going to be okay. Yeah. Alright, 3 new ships have just arrived.
Target shields offline.
They're not all going to be piss-out sidewinders, are they? Yeah, well, he is the target I want, and that's the important thing, so fuck it, here we go. If the other 2 attack them, bollocks to it, I'll blow them up and all. That bollocks, let's target them now anyway.
Destroyed. Target shields offline.
Yeah, he was a real tough one. Okay, that's the further lance. I think this is the, yeah, that's the eagle that was in the wing with those other 2. Yeah, you can join the other 2 now. There we go. Right, so I went up above and beyond the Call of Duty. I took out 11 when I only needed to take out 9. Right, well, let's go and dock at Agnews Folly so we can cash in the bounties we've got for this area,
Scan detected.
and then we'll piss off to back to Chem. Still haven't heard anything from Life School Amiga after putting forward the proposition that Ripperjack made. What am I doing? I can already
Frameshift
jump.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Request granted.
Oh, I forgot I was still recording. Well, there's not really much to see, so I'll be back when I arrive back in Chem. Right, well, this video is now stretched into 2 days, and despite 2 days of well, trying to progress, I basically failed every time. The video started with me trying to get naval progression in the Federation and failed, and so I came back over to the Empire and set about trying to get a naval progression mission within the Empire and failed. So I haven't actually succeeded in anything that I actually set out to do. I have managed to progress in a few other ways and reach a few personal milestones, but they were not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to be bringing this video to an end, and what I shall do as a way of ending it is reveal an extremely useful, it's not a glitch or anything, it's perfectly okay to do it, but it's more than handy. So it's my little Elite Dangerous Gaming tip. Now, to be honest, a lot of people already know this one, But I know there are still some of you out there who don't, so, well, you will after this. Right, I am currently in Adam's orbital, which means I'm back in beta, is it 1 Tucanai? Yeah, beta 1 Tucanai. This is of course where my Diamondback Explorer is housed. And indeed, that's the ship I will be using in a moment. But before I do, I shall do a very quick rundown of my stats, seeing as I've had quite a few changes. Now, my percentages have all gone up during the course of this video. The combat rank, I'm now 25% past deadly, so I'm now a quarter of the way to elite. Trade rank of entrepreneur, I'm now 82% towards the tycoon rank, and even my explorer rank has gone up. I'm now 5% past ranger, so not that far past ranger, but nevertheless 5% towards pioneer. Now you'll also notice that my balance has gone up quite a bit. It's now up to 117.6 million, which is pretty close to what it was at before I, well in fact it's past what I was at when I bought my Diamondback Explorer. It's almost at the point that it was at when I first started, before I started buying a load of expensive upgrades everywhere, including the A5 fuel scoop for this, the Anaconda. But perhaps the more interesting one is the rebuy cost, which you will see has gone down. It's gone down by nearly 900,000. It's now at 16.4 million, whereas beforehand it was at 17.3. So how the hell did that happen? Well, it hasn't happened as a result of me selling everything. I've still got all of the exact same loadout. All my fire groups are still the same. I still have 256 tons of cargo capacity. I still have the A4 refinery. Everything is the same. So how did I do that? Well, that's what I will be revealing as the climax of this video. Now, a few other things have changed, which I'll just mention because I can't remember. It's been, I say, 2 days since I started this, so I can't remember if I pointed out that I've got the Sirius system permit, but it's there, so I now have 13 of them. In fact, now that I think about it, I think Sirius was where I was when I first started this. Anyway, so current assets is now at 555.5 million, and the next ones are rather interesting. My credits spent on ships has shot up to 564.8 million, and it's not the only stat that's shot up. Credits spent on outfitting is now at 3,342,445,912, and the fact that those two have shot up may give some of you a clue, well, those who know what I'm going to be revealing, well, they will now know exactly what it is. If you don't, well, there's a bit of a hint. Credits on repairs has gone up a little bit, 21.1 million, the rest haven't really changed. But combat here has changed. My bounties claimed has gone up quite a fair bit, to 5,260, and as a result profit from bounties is now past 140 million. But the biggest change is in the assassinations. It was only a couple of videos ago that I was saying how pleased I was to have passed 10 million. I'm now at 20.9 million. So I have doubled my profits from assassinations, thanks to doing a hell of a lot of assassination missions in the hope that they would get me closer to a naval rank progression mission, which they obviously failed to do. The highest single reward has even gone up as well. It's now at 756,009 credits. Crime hasn't changed, neither has smuggling, although I've been doing a fair few smuggling missions now, but because they're on the bulletin board they don't count towards your stats. Trading has gone up, obviously, if my trade rank has. Market level is now at 183. Trading profit is at 329.9 million, so close to around 330. Commodities traded is up to 372,199. Average profit is continuing to decline because I haven't found a particularly, fantastic trade route, so I'm just doing bits here, there and everywhere. So that's now down to 158,530, which is still an extremely good average. Highest single transaction hasn't changed, neither has mining. Exploration has, though. I haven't done any exploration trips. I'm going to, but I haven't done it yet. Nevertheless, systems visited is now up to 1,960. Profits from explorations is now up to 19,090,269. So I only need another 910,000 to reach the 20 million mark that I want. And systems visited, I only need to visit another 40 now to reach my goal of 2,000. Level 2 detail scans I don't think has changed, 608, but level 3 detail scans have now gone up to 3,416. So that's the stats. As I say, the most important one is that the rebuy cost has really dropped to just 16.4 million. So, how did I do it? Well, I did it by, actually, before I show you, I'll give you a bit of a background. By actually looking at galactic powers. Now, I haven't bothered with this, as you can see I'm no longer pledged to anyone. You don't have to be pledged to anybody to do this, but it doesn't make any difference if you are or not. Li Yong-ri, or Merchant Banker as he's known amongst the gladiators. Control systems, and this also applies to headquarters, and it also applies to systems that are exploited. This is the big one. Outfitting prices reduced by 15%. And that's what I do. It's a greater discount than you get at Shinrata Desra. And if you can find the right system, or maybe a couple of systems, you can get pretty much everything. So you don't need a permit, and you don't need to be pledged to him. You just turn up there and you get that discount. Not only that, but it also applies to ships as well. So if you check his shipyard, it says here that they'll always stock the Cobra Diamondback. It doesn't say which one. I'm hoping it's both, because I'm taking my Diamondback Explorer there. Asp and Python. So if you are somebody who is going or looking to get a Python, or perhaps the ship below it because you can't afford the Python, you may want to wait until you see how much the Python costs here. Even if you've got the Python, you may still want to do this, because what I did prior to starting this video, I went out there in my Anaconda, I stripped it bare, sold off every single upgrade, and I then traded in the Anaconda for a Sidewinder, because I couldn't just sell it, I had to get another ship. So I did that. I then traded in that Sidewinder for a new Anaconda, and instead of costing 148 million, my new Anaconda cost me 124 million. So already you are seeing quite a discount there. And then there is the discounted price on all of the upgrades, and it very soon mounts up. I have saved, I've been out there twice, and in total I have saved over 40 million credits, or you could say I've claimed back over 40 million. That's one of the reasons why my balance has gone up to 117.6 million. And of course, because you are paying less for the ship and all of the upgrades, your rebuy costs don't go up by as much, which is why my rebuy costs are something like 2 million credits lower than they would normally be. But I'm not just going to say take my word for it, I shall show you. Obviously though, I won't get any benefit if I take this Anaconda there, because I've already done all of those changes. But I haven't done it with my Diamondback. Well, I could sell it and get 18 million back, but I'm already doing okay. 117.6 million, I'm alright with that. So let's change to the Diamondback Explorer. And we shall then take this ship out to the headquarters of Liabeze, which is the planet Lembava. So let's set our course. Now, Lembava doesn't have everything, but if we go to the economy, obviously you will want a high-tech system, because that's the type of system that's likely to have most of the upgrades. There is another one here, Diaguandri, and indeed it was there that I did all of my Anaconda upgrades. It's at that system where they sell the Anaconda. They don't sell it at Lembava. The highest or the biggest ship they sell is the Python. But that's where we are going. Now with the jump range that my ship has, it should get there no problem. So Goldstein Port in Lembava is our ultimate destination. In this ship it's only 7 jumps, which isn't bad. So I shall pause this here, and I shall be back when we reach the Lembava system. Right, here we are. I'm in a system that I was exploring, and I just got interdicted. But even though I stopped to submit to it, I did get some damage. Hull integrity compromised, which I wasn't too thrilled at hearing. And I'm getting fucked off with the way this adder is constantly basically got me in a turning battle. I know this ship is not great at combat, but fuck me, it shouldn't be this fucking awful. That was better. It certainly made light work of his shields to begin with. Hopefully he'll carry on doing that. Yes, it does.
Frameshift charge detected.
So now he's trying to run. Let's see if we can get him before he has the chance to get out of here. Yes, we can.
Target destroyed.
Now that bounty is going to be hanging around for ages, which will annoy me. But thankfully this planet that I was about to scan has a landing platform so I can land there. And pay that off, and also of course do the repairs that I now need to do.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Anyway, so we saw a bit of combat in the Diamondback, and it certainly did a lot better than the first time I tried it out. Thanks to me now having those beam lasers. Yeah, this system has conflict zones. And even though I've just had a successful test at combat, I'm not going to push my luck, so I'm definitely not taking this ship into a conflict zone. Anyway, well, it shouldn't take me too long to scan the planet and then land, so let's do that and see how much, what the damage is. Yeah, see, everything's all at 99 apart from detailed surface scanner. High metal content planet, just what I was expecting. Yeah, so the more I use this ship, the more convinced I am that this is definitely the one to get for exploration rather than the Asp. But the Asp is by far the better all-rounder, so if you want an all-rounder, go with the Asp rather than this.
Docking request granted.
Ship is still, I say, perfectly fine. But as a specialist, if you're like me and you choose, you want to have ships that are, specialists at one particular thing, then yeah, this is the one to get for exploration. But if you want your, your all-rounders and your general purpose ships, go with the Asp rather than this thing.
Landing gear not deployed.
That would help. I am so not used to these faster
Docking successful.
vessels at
Engines
all.
disengaged.
Oh great, this place doesn't have a repair facility, so after all that I can't do fuck all anyway. Well, we can cash in the bounty anyway. And I'll repair it when we arrive at Lembava, I guess. How much is this system worth? 16,635. Not bad. Right, okay, back when we reach Lembava, or if anything else interesting happens. Right, here we are then, approaching the landing pad in Goldstein Port.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Shall enter the hangar. Actually, no, I won't bother doing any repairs. I won't need to, because it may not be here, but somewhere I am going to be selling this ship. So two systems that were unexplored, so another 19,000 there. fact, there were 4 systems I went to that I hadn't been to before, so systems visited now up to 1,964, and exploration is at 19.1 million. Oh dear. Right, now to the business end of things. So straight away you can see the Sidewinder, which is normally 32,000, here 27,200. The Eagle, usually I think it's 44,000, here 38,080. Hauler 44,812. Adder 74,637. Viper 121,492. Cobra 322,761. Diamondback Scout 479,680. Type 6 889,054. Normally this is the first ship that costs 1 million plus. The Asp 5,661,981, so you save $1 million on that. Annoyingly, the Diamondback Explorer has been skipped. Doesn't look like this place hasn't. The Orca 41,258,904. Normally it's what, 49 million, something like that. And the Python, usually 57 million. Here 48,431,453. So you've got something in the region of 9 million off the price of the Python. Unfortunately though, they don't have my ship, but let's see what we can do with regards to the cost on any of my equipment. So let's see if they have it. So they have the Class 3 gimbal cannon. Here it's 1,147,840. I paid 1,350,400. So it doesn't sound like I'm saving a lot, but bearing in mind it all gets added up. Beam laser, Class 2 gimbals, see if they have these. They do. 425,510 here. I paid, I paid just over 500,000, 500,600. So what I shall do, I know they've got the point defence and the chaff launcher. Again, lower price, not a huge amount, but it helps. Now I'll sell them, and what you'll see is that if you then click on buy, they're in the buy back option. Now you've got 2 choices here. You can either wait, I think you have to wait 10 minutes and then they'll disappear, because while they're there they don't appear in the list here. So you can either do that, or you can leave, go to another system and then come back here. I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to sell them all and go on to the next system with no weapons or utilities fitted. And just hope that the next system has the parts I need. Now, with the power plant, so they have the A4, here it's 1,368,568. I paid, actually it's not going to let me just look, but if we go here, so I paid 1,610,000 for it. With the power plant, surely they got D2. You'll see I paid 1,610,000 for that. I'm sure Hang on. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I am looking. So, God's sake. Right, so yeah, so that's the power plant. Thrusters. They don't have the part I want. I want a D4. And they don't have a D4. So this is where the problems may start. You need to make sure that either the system you're in or a nearby system is going to have the parts that you want. See, for frameshift drive, this one goes up to a B5, I need an A5. Life support, they don't have the D3 that I've got, they got C, B or A. Power distributor. Right, they've got the A4 that I have. Here it's 376,829. I paid 443,328. Sensors, they have the part I'm after. Right, so the shield generator. They have the A4 that I want. Fuel scoop. See, I could check it all in one, can't I? Fuel scoop, yeah, they have the A4. Is that? Oh, okay, right, the auto field maintenance unit, an A3. Do they have the A3 version? No. But they do have the Advanced Discovery Scanner, which here is 1,313,000 as opposed to the 1,545,000 that it normally costs, and they have the Detailed Surface Scanner, which is 212,500 as opposed to the 250,000. So what I'll do is sell that, because I know that I can get that here. I'll sell that because again I know I can get that here, but they also sell it at the place I'm going to. I can also sell the fuel scoop. Now let's check the hard points. Have I waited long enough? No. Right, so for the moment that's all I can really sell. Hang on, no, they had the sensors, didn't they? Yeah, so I can put the sensors back to an E3. So it doesn't save you a huge amount when you buy, like, you know, the really small things like sensors and life support and what have you, but so it all adds up. So in fact what I shall do, they didn't have any of the other parts, did they? Hang on, no, they had the power distributor, didn't they? Yes, A4, right. What I shall do then is, I'm not going to leave just yet. I'm going to put the kettle on. So I shall be back in a moment, and hopefully that will be the time used up to then be able to buy back the cheapy versions of what I've just sold. So, back in a few. Okay, now I must admit I got bored with waiting, so I took off, frame shifted to another system, then came back again. So let's take a look. Right, the buyback options have gone, so let's start putting back our stuff. So starting with our C3 cannon in large hard point there, and then our beam lasers, our gimbaled beam lasers in the medium hard points. defense and chaff launcher. They don't save a huge amount, but you know, might as well. Now, power distributor. Sensors. D3 sensors we had. Shield generator, as you can see, I actually put an A3 on there because I was taking off again. Right, A4. And our fuel scoop. And then finally our 2 scanners. Detailed surface scanner there. And advanced discovery scanner there. So just those few, our balance is now up to 118,999,691. You're probably thinking, well, that's not saved a hell of a lot. But bearing in mind, this is a very cheap ship, and the upgrades aren't particularly expensive. So the savings aren't going to be that great on this ship. The more expensive your ship and the more expensive your upgrades, the more you will save. So let's just reset these. Don't need to worry about power usage and that because they aren't being used. Right. So anyway, that's the first part of the savings. Now let's head to here, Diaguandri. Now this is where most of the savings are going to be done. In fact, let's try and make it so that it will be a bit quicker. Let's go to the outfitting. Now they're all fine. And let's replace all of these with a level below. So the A4 there. In fact, if I knew they had the A4 here, that's one I forgot to do. So B4 there. Okay, well, I can always sell the A4s. I don't really want to be putting them on, but there we go. I just realised the power plant, that won't work because I'm going to be using too much. Let's buy back the A4. Ugh, I seem to be having some issues. Okay, we won't do it the quicker way then, because it's proving to be a pain in the arse. So what I still need to change are all of the internals, with the exception of the sensors. I did them already, didn't I? Yeah. Did I do the power distributor as well? Yes, I did. Right, so it's life support, frameshift drive, thrusters and power plant, and the auto field maintenance. They're the only things that need changing. And with any luck, the ship itself as well. Right, Diaguandri is set. Let's return to the surface. Yeah, everything's fine. Right, so we shall restart this video when we arrive in, or when we are about to dock in Diaguandri. Back in a moment. Okay, here we are then, approaching Ray Gateway in the Diaguandri system. this should be the station that has all of the good stuff. It's like it did when I did the my Anaconda. That was just earlier tonight. It's not as if it was a long time ago, so I can't see it changing too much between now and then.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right, now, while we are being transferred to the outfitting, let's check out the shipyard here. So we already know that Sidewinder and Eagle prices are lower, and Viper and Code Mark III. So here's the Diamondback Scout again, and the Type 6, and they do have the Diamondback Explorer. Excellent. And the Vulture is at 4.1 million. Diamondback Explorer is at 1.6 million. It's normally about 1.85, something like that. So 200,000 credit saving with that one. As we've already seen, the Federal dropship they have here. I didn't think they had any faction specific ones. So that ship is 16.8 million. The Orca we've already seen, Python we've already seen, Type 9 is at 65 million, so that's a saving of what, 8 million? Perhaps a bit more than that. And then the big one, there is the Anaconda, and the cost 124.9 million as opposed to 149 million. Now, because they have the Diamondback Explorer, I can do that. So what I do is to squeeze every credit. I sell everything from this first, so rather than make you sit through that, I'll sell everything again, and we shall be back in a moment. Right, so I have sold everything and downgraded what I could to the lowest possible one in here, including the fuel tank. So now you need to obviously get rid of this, because you can't just buy another or buy a new Diamondback Explorer to replace your current one, because it's the same fucking ship. So obviously you get the cheapest, shittiest one you can. So you buy yourself a new Sidewinder. So you get an extra 1.4 million back. So unfortunately you don't get to keep that 1.4 million. There we go. Right. Now if you want to squeeze every possible credit that you can, then before you trade in your new Sidewinder, you can sell off some of the bits on there. So we can sell the 2 pulse lasers. With the internals, there's no point in downgrading any of this because they're all the lowest they can be. So, but you can sell the shield generator, the cargo rack, and the basic discovery scanner. Right, so that's the Sidewinder completely stripped out. Now, we don't want to keep that Sidewinder because it's a fucking useless piece of shit. We want our Diamondback Explorer back. Only this time, it's our new cheaper one. Right, here we are in our new old, or old new Diamondback Explorer, and now we start buying back the old parts that we've just got rid of. Okay, right, we can't buy back the those yet until we get the upgrades done. So we can buy back the ones that we already had. Actually, no, we won't buy back the AE power plant yet because I've got to wait. Still need to wait a bit longer for those to become available. Right, well, we can at least buy back the cheapo parts that we had already got from the previous station. So, the large hard point. Now for some reason it's not letting me buy back my class 3 cannon again. Okay, well, let's buy back our beam lasers at least. What does it mean module exceed maximum mass? It's a medium hardpoint, for fuck's sake. Oh, I see. Maximum mass here. So I can't buy them back yet until I have sorted out my thrusters. So it looks like I need to wait a bit longer then. Well, let's see if I can... what were those shields? Shield generated E2. It doesn't look like I'm getting any buyback options here, which is good. Right, it would appear that I do have to wait. These are all my buybacks here. Okay, right, so shield generator's there. Now I'd already bought that, so that's fine. Put that back. Buy back our cheaper advanced discovery scanner. There we go. Buy back the cheap detailed surface scanner. We'll sell that rack for now and buy back my what was it I had there? Oh yeah, the fuel scoop, that's right. I've already bought the cheaper one of those. And that is the auto field maintenance unit, 2624, so it's not letting me get the cheaper one of those yet. Now the sensors, I'd already got the cheap one of them. I think I'd already got the cheaper power distributor as well, but I can't remember. So right, what I shall do then is wait and see what I can do once the time is up. Let's get back these weapons anyway, because now I can fit these fucking things again. There's my point defense there. That's the cheap one again. And the cheap chaff launcher. Right, so it is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is now just a case of waiting for the thing to reset so I can rebuy my cheaper versions of all of these. So I shall be back in a moment when that has reset. Right, so here we go then with the replacing of the internal components. So the cheaper A power plant thrusters, we want the D4s. Then A5 frameshift drive. D3 life support. And finally the A4 power distributor. And then finally, to fill the last remaining slot, the A3 auto field maintenance unit. There we go. So that means that on this extremely cheap ship, where the only upgrade that is particularly expensive is really the frameshift drive, the A5, and I guess the A4 fuel scoop, which is about 2 million, and the auto field maintenance unit, which again is around 2 million. The balance now is 120,527,000. So I have been able to reclaim 3 million off this ship as a result of coming out here and rebuying it and refitting it with exactly the same loadout that it had before. So in other words, the perfect loadout for exploration. So then it's a simple matter of redoing your fire groups, which I've done, and redoing your power priorities. So they are all pretty much done already, actually. 4 for that one, frameshift drive at 5, cargo hatches off, fuel scoop at 5, life support 1, sensors. Yeah, right, so that's all of those done. So power output is only 93%, well 93% usage of the total output. So as a result of that, as well as getting back an extra 3 million credits, the rebuy cost on this ship is now at 644,282. So with this ship, together with the savings that or the credits that I claimed back from the Anaconda, I've managed to claim back pretty much 45 million. Now, there are probably faster ways of doing it than what I showed you on this video, but I like to be, safe than sorry. And it does have a downside, and that is that obviously if you plan on replacing the ship that you bring out here, or you still need to do additional upgrades to that ship, when you trade it in, it's being traded in at the price that you paid here. So you won't get as much back off your old parts or your old ship if you are going to be replacing them. So the best time to do it really is if you are getting your final ship, which for most will be the Anaconda, and or are adding the final upgrades to it, so probably like all of your A-rated stuff. That said, if you are running a bit low on credits, or you fancy getting your next ship a bit cheaper than the full price, then these two systems, Lembava and Diaguandri, let's be honest, Diaguandri is the better of the two by far, but these are the places to come. And well, as I've just illustrated, even on a cheap shitty thing like the Diamondback Explorer, you can claw back 3 million credits possibly more if you, well, it would be more if you're going to put A-rated everything on it. And obviously, as I say, the more expensive your ship and more expensive your upgrades, the more credits you can either claw back or save in the first place by buying them from here. So there you go. My parting tip, and I think it's safe to say that that is an extremely useful tip. So I will now be taking my new yet very familiar Diamondback Explorer back to Beta 1 Tucanai, so that I can get back in my Anaconda. And in the meantime, that's it for this video. So there you go, it hasn't been a complete waste of time. I have 7 more jumps to go before I can finally call it a night. And in the meantime, this is Commander Lucosa saying, go away.